Thanks so much, Eric. Well, she has barely learned to walk. Look at this video here, though. At 16 months old, Elizabeth Christensen, instead of walking, she's proven herself to be a better swimmer than most adults. As you can see here, the fearless toddler swimming like crazy without any help. The video from last year has just gone viral on the internet, and it has some parents saying too much too soon, possibly. And joining me now, Elizabeth Christensen, her father Adam, and swim instructor Elise Colrider. Good morning to all three of you.
Good morning.
All right, Adam, let me start with you. How did you decide to throw the little one before she could walk, ostensibly, into the water?
Well, when we moved to Texas, we noticed there was a lot of pools, and Elizabeth has always been very curious and likes to explore, and one of the places she loves is the water. And I know that it only takes a minute for a little toddler to slip away from you, and how tragic would it be to find her in the worst case scenario. And so we researched different programs, and we found that the ISR program was the best and absolutely the most unique program out there. And so we investigated it. We found an instructor. We found Elise, and she did an absolutely wonderful job teaching Elizabeth how to swim, and it was fantastic. And now she can, if she falls into the water, she can save herself. We don't have to worry about her. We still have to watch her, but we don't have to worry about her as much.
You don't have to worry so much about her safety. We're watching the amazing video of her underwater here now. And Elise, I assume this is part of the instruction you're doing. Is this the same kind of program, Elise, that I've heard about, where you basically throw the baby into the water, and many people are shocked by that, and then the baby just has to fend for themselves, or do you have a different methodology?
No, we absolutely never throw a child in the water. It's an extensive training process. As far as when they're learning to float, I never let them go until I'm sure that they can float on their own, and it's a very gradual process in learning the swim, float, swim technique through Infant Swimming Resource.
So what is it about a baby who's only 16 months old that gives her the capability of knowing how to swim? Should we be doing this with every child?
I think every child should learn to save themselves should they fall into the water. But it's important that they go through the Infant Swimming Resource Program, because your local rec center is not going to be able to teach this.
Mm-hmm. Well, how do you teach them how to hold their breath and how to do these movements when they understand, in some cases, limited language even?
Well, it's all learned through muscle memory, and like I said, it's a gradual process, and so they slowly learn to do these movements through the water.
Yeah. So Adam, I understand that you said earlier you still have to be watching her 24/7, but what sort of sense of comfort do you have as a parent now? Because every summer we hear about kids who drown.
Yeah, roughly there's about 4,000 a year that die through drowning, and we think that we're smarter than our kids and that we can put up fences, and we can put up gates, and we can keep them out of the pool. But they can climb fences, they can pick locks. Kids are smart. And if they're smart enough to be able to do that, then they should be smart enough to be able to swim. And so most cases where all cases where children drown, it's not something that was planned, it was an accident. That's why it's an accident. And we wanted it to be a situation that if she did get over a fence, or she did get through an open gate that was left open on accident, and fell into the pool, that she'd be able to pull herself out, or at the very least flip onto her back and float there until somebody sees her.
Right.
The difference of life and death can be 6 inches of water sometimes, and the ability to flip over.
Wow, it's an amazing video, and I'm sure you've inspired a lot of parents to make a phone call possibly today to get these lessons. InfantSwim.com. Elise, Adam, and baby Elizabeth, thanks much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a great summer.